Welcome, people. Here we are at Adrian's. It's Cinco de Mayo. A lot of you are celebrating today, so just have a terrific time. It's a beautiful day for it. You can see outside is just as sunny as it can be, and the glow on the green of the leaves of the tree. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. It just brings me so much joy. I think I need a little hydration. So cheers. How about you? Delicious. That's actually a pineapple flavor. Okay, with getting ready for spring cleaning, and I've been doing a lot, and I have a lot to go, I needed some linens, and one thing I needed were pillowcases. And I know where to go. I found two patterns that are going to go perfect in the bedroom with all of the colors that I have going on already. Both of these, two sets of two, and each were about $5.39. Of course, they're coming up as discontinued right now. More power to us, right? But let's look at this first one. I already have a set of twin sheets that I use in the lounge in this pattern, which is got some checks going on and some oranges on it. So this beautiful pillowcase that you can see, oh, how cheery is that to look at in a bedroom, huh? Yes, yes, yes. And the big surprise was the reverse side. The yellow is white dots. Oh, how adorable. How incredibly adorable. Yes, my outfit was planned to match the pillowcases. See what inspiration you can get? What should I wear today? Oh, how about the color scheme of my pillowcases? But very beautifully sewn. It has a good inch seam sewn all the way around, creating a little bit of dimension in the pillowcase itself. And it is that sewn pocket. So you just get your pillow in there, and these are deep and cover and hold that pillow very, very nicely. Totally, totally worth the money. I'm so glad that I got it. A set of two, $5.39 for decorating. Wonderful. The other pattern that I got, a little bit different in the style of the pillowcase, and I had to read them carefully because some things are the size of a pillowcase, but they call them a pillow cover. And that could have something to do with how it's finished off as you put the pillow in. But within that, this one, isn't that lovely? Oh, as cheery, cheery, cheery. A wonderful daisy flower garden. Look at the colors. It's just fabulous. So this is a little bit smaller looking, and what is disappointing, but I knew that it was coming this way, but it was still like I was disappointed, is a white back. Who wants a white back? Ugh. Not, but we have it. So this is going on the back pillows that kind of make a headboard. So pretty, pretty, pretty. What do you think? We have this one with all of this daisy going on with checkers and oranges. Ooh, that's a pretty happy bedroom, don't you think? Yeah. Cheery, cheery, cheery. I did put them on a pillow. So I had the one's loose to show you. And let's push this a little bit forward for the moment since the pillows are big and bulky. Look at this. See how it creates kind of a dimension by just sewing a seam around flat. Holds the pillow more snug, not sloppy at all, and just what a pretty, pretty pillow this is. Now these are what I would consider, these are pillows to sleep on. Yellow back. It just looks terrific. How about, I'm going to stand up a moment, and I'm going to put that pillow here, and reach over people. And here is the daisy. So the daisy just had a slight fold over, very shallow compared to that one, but still it seems to be holding the pillow in nicely and just nice and fluffy and comfortable. I like it, as I say, so I have this as the behind pillow, making a soft headboard. I have a full-size bed, which is so big for me. I love it. Miss Sassy's so excited that we are back sleeping in the bedroom. Saved my back. I can't believe that sleeping on a cot for 3 years destroyed my back. It is a rollaway cot, not a camp cot, but the mattress is so nothing and gave up the ghost, and it just did my back in. But all it took, people, I mean, I was in pain, and I had a pain for longer than I should tell you. How embarrassing, huh? Because all I needed to do was go sleep on a better mattress. Oh, the psychological things that stopped me, but I did. I was in so much pain. I made it back into the bedroom, which I had issues, didn't want to sleep in there, but had to get over them. And now, fluffing it up with beautiful pillows and such like that, just is going to bring so much joy. Yay! Look at these big, big pillows. Yay! I'm really happy about this. Isn't it so when we decorate? Your eyes just move around and rest on your choices and how you've done things. I can spend hours, and I have, just looking up and around and enjoying all of my stuff. All my little artworks and books, because, you know, the spine of a book all lined up, that's just a little art statement in itself. I would annoy this one kid that I worked with at a frame shop on Hecom Air Force Base in Hawaii. And he was in the engraving department for stuff, trophies and things like that. And he would be so irritated because I'd be like, oh, that's such cool art. That's such cool art. And he'd be like, it's not art. It's a stencil. It's this, that. And I'd just be like, art to me, all the art. Colors and shapes and wonderfulness. Yes, yes, yes. Well, if I can get in such a good mood over a couple of pillowcases, life is good. And life is really, really good today because it's just so pretty out, and I'm just so excited to be with you. Well, one thing I wasn't excited about was bringing you back close. Is that too close, people? Am I too close? Was this foundation. It was called Ultra HD Perfect Complexion. And the brand, I'll just take the plastic off of that, just a little box. So this is what it looked like. It came up now as, sold out, kind of unavailable, whatever. The pillowcases were sold out. This is sold out. So again, we're just going to enjoy our purchases. We made them all, I made all these purchases prior to the April 25th deadline. And I've been sitting on stuff, so I still have some things to show you, I'm happy to say. But this was a big disappointment. Ultra high definition. I go HD means like a high definition. perfect complexion. This is the container. Oh, got the shakes as ever. Okay, fun container. All right, I have it on, and I have another slightly lighter foundation on top of it. This is way too brown and orange for my complexion. See if I can just put, that'll really show. No, it's not really showing, but that's okay, because if I wiped it off on a tissue, that is a very dark color. It's dark. That comes up very, very dark, very disappointing. Here's what I just wiped on. So I have it on top of my hands. I can really see it's not a smooth, nice color. Color I didn't like, and I only paid about I originally paid $2.79 with a couple of discounts, $2.55, but I'm actually going to request a return. I want to see how they react. Oh. I don't want to just waste a couple bucks. Not with the prices now today, groceries and everything. So I'll go ahead and see if they'll give me a credit back. That would be nice. Okay. So this one's the go back. So we saw that. Now, we all know, and oh, well, speaking of we all know how much, what is my Temu of the day? Well, do you recall when I showed these hair scrunchies that look kind of like silk fabric, and they're just a knot on a scrunchie? Oh. Adrian, I didn't mean to move that one off. Okay, so yeah, just put my hair up halfway. I've actually had a couple of people request, do you ever wear your hair half up? Well, no, not really. It's not a style I ever really did. But, so I did it half up today, showing off these wonderful, because look how they go with the colors of this dress. So Temu earrings, Temu bows, Temu pin. Look at that glorious, glorious pin. Woo, baby, that's something. And of course, I was too cold just to be able to wear a sweet little dress like this. And I have the perfect Temu sculpt turtleneck. It's a V cross. I just love it. That color is stunning, absolutely stunning. Goes with the dress so nicely. So Temu shirt. The dress is probably a Shein or a Temu. I actually got it at the thrift store for about $7. I loved the color story of it. And okay, let's go ahead with that, pushing this back this way again. So you can see that it has the color here at the end of the sleeves, and they're like wide and flowy. We like flowy. The tassels, beautiful. Look at, oh gosh, I love those. And I put the pin on to just give it oomph. And the skirt of the dress then goes all the way. Same solid in the cream department, and then bordered again. Like the sleeves and the back is the same. Just cute, just sweet. And because I was cold, I also have on some Temu leggings. And they're a neutral, nudie color. So I thought, that's fine. I keep all the colors light and soft, and I'm warm, but I don't look like I'm winter. Yay! Okay, let's move along and let's see some more stuff, right? Yes. Well, we all know how much I love the cages for the hair. And I had 2 different deliveries, so I'm putting those together to show you that I'd ordered this gold color, a gold color, and I buy two because I usually do want to do two if I even put it up in my little hair buns. And I paid $1.29 each. And on Local Warehouse, the bird cage, the bun cages, bird bun cage are being offered. Much more expensive, I'm sorry to say. They're worth it, but you're going to, what I paid $3 for, or $4 for 4 or something. They're like 9, but that's what it is. So if you want it, that's what it is. They're worth it. I have not seen these in the little places I shop. I haven't seen anything like this at Target. I haven't seen anything like this at Dollar Tree. I don't get out. I rely on all of you going out and going to other stores. I don't know what general retail overall is showing. I do really like the idea of having this in the gold. Maybe this company put theirs in these nice bags. Oh, okay, it's a bag in a bag. That's how they come for the manufacturer. So I'm going to throw away that. And let's see. Okay. This appears to be a little bit smaller. And overall compared to the ones that I already have, but I think we're going to see that gold, that's going to work very nicely with a lot of outfits. Yeah. And on this other delivery, I paid $1.09. It's kind of a smoky blue, a gray blue, a grayish blue. So I knew that would go with a lot of my outfits. Okay. Am I blue? Am I blue? You would be too. No, I'm not blue. I'm happy. So, yeah. 2 sets, the gold and this blue-gray. That's going to hold me for a lovely assortment of hair buns with all of my outfits. I like to have my colors to match. We know that. Okay, all right, we enjoyed that. What else? What else do we have, Adrian? Oh, on this delivery, I had one of these from before that I showed you, and it's green with the yellow stones in it. It's a bright green. And this one was just going with the idea of the gold on the gold, and that certainly matches this outfit today. So I'm going to put that on. At the time I paid $3.15 and it went up to $4.46. Just that nice stretchy. Now this one is one that I already have, and it's getting very stretched out. I've had it for quite a while, had gotten it at thrift. So now we have this one. Ooh, baby. Oh yes, thank you. This was also from thrift. This is a guess, but we've talked about before now, the magnetic. I'm too klutzy. I'm gonna knock this thing off as I move around during the day, but I wanted to have that's the music of the jewelry. I adore it. So we've got movement, we've got sound, and how many rings was I able to put on today? Well, let's see. This finger has 3. 1, 2, 3. This finger has 2. And this has 1. So this is my left hand, and it's just all sparkly diamondy. And my right hand, well, this is something. This finger has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rings on that finger. And 1 here, I always wear my gold band. So 2 on that finger and 4, as I said, so 1, 2, 3, 4 on that finger. Oh my gosh, people. So we are jeweled today. I had let you all know that I had been buying the medium nails, which are so easy to put on because you only get 10. You know exactly what finger to put it on. There's no thought process. I don't have to cut them down. So I'm just treating myself, spending in the neighborhood of anywhere from 98 cents to down to 58 cents on these sets, which is very expensive compared to me buying a whole box of nails, but I have to cut them down, and out of the 50,000 shape sizes they give you, you're only going to use about 4. Oh, nails, nails, nails. And when this one had popped off, I was like, wow, people, do you see how long my own fingernail is? You really can grow out. That's what you see in the behind the nail is real nail on a lot of them. That, yeah, false nails help me grow my nails out longer. So that helps stabilize them. But this length may not be the drama and everything, but I told you I'm spring cleaning and all this other stuff. So I needed to really be able to use my hands. And since you only got the 10, I didn't even bother to go try and find something to put on. I'm just like, whatever, whatever. We'll have the odd man out. And we shall survive it. Yes, indeed. All right, did I show you everything in this bag? No, the other thing in this bag was I had been stocking up on the nail deal. Oh, I forgot to write down what this one was. Well, let's see. There's how many to start? There's 3. These will go with today's outfit very nicely. And there's 3 more. Got like a gray. Another pinky tan. The green. Oh, green. Pearly whites. A darker, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, beautiful gray. And then a pinky red. I got all of these, I'd say in the, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I just don't remember. And I doubt that we'll find the packs of them like this very soon again. So here we went. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think I might have paid about $4. About $4, and they give you, you know, the clunk of these and a couple of these. Yeah, that's a lot of nails. Yay, which one will I pick? Which one will I pick? Because I'm keeping them short right now because all of this spring cleaning, people. That's the key word of the day. Spring cleaning. Okay, so we have that's what was in there. We showed you the jewelry. We showed you that. I did want to show you this. I didn't think I'd shown it before. It was the chair cover. So if you have a recliner, you can get this single chair cover for your recliner. And if you have a couch, they even make stuff like this for the couch. And couches that are recliner seats in the couch, they make them that it can work with that. But my son's lounge chair is looking a bit beat up, and the cover could work out very nicely. So they go right over the chair with elastic and come over the sides and have pockets. And he wanted black. And this was in the neighborhood of $9 plus the $2.99 shipping on this one. Yeah, pretty cool. So that's for him. Update his lounge chair, which he lives in, absolutely lives in. Like, I know a few other people that sleep in lounge chairs, and that's what my son does. Well, how's that? I think we've just shown some marvelous, marvelous stuff. I can't believe. Oh, one thing I did want to talk to you about. Trisha's house. Wonderful, wonderful Trisha. She produces just a plethora of different types of videos, shorts and long. And one thing that she had that I had just seen today, she put out a couple of days ago, it was this picture maybe of a game from Temu. And what she said was, OMG, where she lives, which is some southern area-ish. I don't want to get things wrong. It might be Tennessee. I just know it's southernish, what I call southernish. And she got a notice that this game opportunity was no longer available in her area. And it was farmland that she'd been playing forever. And when she said, takes you 6 months, could take you a year, I've spent that amount of time. I've spent 9 months playing farmland. Fishland would go faster before, and farmland was one of the slower ones. But within that, she just got a notice that it wasn't available in her area. And what a disappointment. When you've been playing for 6 and 9 months, as she would say, it's the principle of the thing. It's not that it's a lot of money that you're missing out on your free gifts that you've been playing the game, which gets you to spend money to get the points, to get your free stuff in the game. I was shocked. I was just shocked to see her little short that said she was told, sorry, gone, not happening. Well, it brought to mind, I don't believe I had mentioned that on my feed before, when you would have all those Temu games come up to play, there wouldn't only just be farmland and fishland. There'd be at least 3-4 more of them. There'd be at least 7 types of games being offered, and I never played any of the other ones. And recently, in the last 3 weeks, 2 weeks, in the last 2 weeks, when I'd bring up my games, up would come Fishland and then some other daily that I don't play. Just the 2. That's it. That's what was just being listed. Well, I went in on search and just wrote in my farmland, and it took me to my farmland game. So the game never comes back up in the feed where I would just go to it before. I just go, and type in farmland, hit on that, and my game comes up. And I'm close to winning, people. My 9 months later, I'm close to winning. My 6 to 9 months, it just all blurs. And I do know that I had to change out several of the products at least 2 times that had been on my list of goodies to want. But I'm on my last patch to grow, and we'll have to see. So if you have that experience, some of us were still able, I was still able to get into my farmland and continue to play it. I just played it this morning again. So check that out. Check that out. And of course, that all has to do with what's going on with tariffs and such, because offering you, there's a tariff now on the price of all the goods that they were offering. So all the value of what could have been the free goodies, have tripled easily in price, and blah, blah, blah. It was not economical. And I can see it. I'm not mad at Temu. They're staying alive, as they should. And I have a lot of fun scrolling. Now, even the things that are predominantly being shown are household expensive items. And I know how I looked up lounge chairs. So I have about 6 lounge chairs in my cart just from looking at them. There's a folding shelf unit that I'm interested in for under $30. So there's some household goods you could be getting to help freshen up your space that are still Temu affordable. You would not be able to purchase any of these furniture type items at these prices anywhere else. Enjoy your shopping. They'll always be shopping, and we'll always have joy, and we'll share what we can, and it's all good for having us cut back a little. Huh? Isn't that good? Well, here she is rambling at the end. Everybody, thank you so much for being there for me. April, by second week of April, I'd made a decision because I'd been so sick all of March. I was like, okay, April, we're feeling better. We're going to run with that. We're going to be enthused by the idea that I will move within the year to Gladstone, where my son lives. And I'm just too lonely without them being 2 miles away. Now they're a 30 to 40 minute drive one way, and it's not conducive for visits. I can't drive it. That's, too much freeway and all these other stuff, so cut me right off. So good deal. The excitement of moving is I'll be next to my grandteen again. I've always moved and followed where he has moved. That's how I ended up in Oregon. That's how I ended up in Las Vegas. And when they made the move, I was not at a moving point in my life. And it really made me cry to my grandteen that I was like, I always follow you, and this time I can't right away. But they've been a year. They've been there, I believe, about a year, or is it a year in August? It just feels like forever and not. How do you follow time when every day is yours 100%, morning, noon, and night? Is that a long day, or is it a short day? Again, everybody, thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I hope you're all doing well. I haven't said hello to Susan and her mom, Wendy. I do believe last month or so that Wendy had fallen and she might have broke a hip. I'm sorry. I know you got hurt, and I'm so sorry, Wendy. So I hope that you're doing well, Susan. Hang in there. I know, wow, so much more when somebody has been injured to take care of. What a terrific, terrific family, huh? So hello, Wendy. How you doing, hun? And all of you out there, hello, how you doing? Appreciate you all so very, very much. And I'll be back soon.